Vietnam boasts one of the most thriving street food scenes in the entire world, and today, for the next 24 hours, we're gonna be trying some of the craziest street foods you've ever heard of, like sandworm pancakes and giant stir-fried sea snails. But Hanoi specifically is also known for these very intricate, time-consuming dishes like pho that takes 10 hours to cook, which is why some of these street food vendors have been on the Michelin Guide for years. But even though some of these street vendors are literally decorated culinary landmarks, their food is still so affordable. Most of the dishes we'll be trying today are under $3. So we're gonna be keeping track of how much we spend today so you can see just how affordable Vietnam street food really is. Anyway, enough talking, I'm starving, so let's eat. All right, friends, it's currently 8 a.m. and it's time for pho. Not only is pho probably the most famous Vietnamese dish of all time, but it also originated in northern Vietnam near Hanoi. So Hanoi is known for their pho. It's some of the best in the entire world, and the spot that we're at right now is so popular among locals that they're only open for breakfast because it sells out so fast. So you gotta get here early if you want a bowl of pho. I'm very excited. The pho that they make here actually originated in Nam Ding, I believe, but they simmer the bone broth for 10 hours. So this is a very complicated dish to make, and they use this raw minced beef. It looks really delicious. I'm so excited, so let's go try some pho. We've got our steaming bowl of pho, and like any good street meal in Asia, we are eating it on these plastic stools right on the street. But honestly, one of the best meals I ever had in my life was in Chengdu, China, on the street, on a plastic stool, so my hopes are high. I read online that you're supposed to clean your chopsticks with limes just to avoid any bacteria. I don't know if that's true. Honestly, this feels like a myth to me, but it doesn't hurt, I guess. And then I'm gonna try the bone broth first before I add any extra accoutrements because they simmer this broth for 10 hours straight. I heard it's like really rich and flavorful just by itself. Cheers. That's so good. Wait, what? It's so rich, it's so savory without being too salty, you know what I mean? It's just so comforting. So basically they add the raw minced beef right into the simmering hot broth so it cooks itself right inside your bowl. So it starts off raw, but it's already cooked. Oh yeah, that beef is so tender, you guys. And it's like a little bit fatty in a good way, so it just adds this richness. It's the best pho I've ever had. It's really good by itself, but I do think I'm gonna try to add some of the spicy sauces that I see over there for a little heat because you know me, you know I need some spice in my life. And they've got this whole tray of like extra sauces and accoutrements that you can add to even boost the already amazing flavor. I've added some of the spicy pepper sauce and some garlic. I'm really hoping this is hot, you know what I'm saying? You know me. Cheers. Wow, it's such a tangy, like really acidic spice. I love it. It kind of just cuts through the richness of the meat and the broth. I think I'm gonna eat this whole bowl, y'all. I'm hungry. It's breakfast. That's delicious. This is incredible. I don't know if it's the best pho in Hanoi, but it's the best pho I've ever had. Well, breakfast was delicious. Also, this is my friend Ali, best friend. We have explored many countries in Asia together. You guys know her, she's been in the vlogs. Also, both of our bowls of noodles together was only $5. So literally like $2.50 a bowl for some of the best pho you'll get in the entire world. That's insane. And they're also on the Michelin Guide. $2.50 for a bowl of noodles on the Michelin Guide is crazy. But yeah, on to the next.
As y'all know, I travel a lot. In fact, I leave for Puerto Rico tomorrow and I just got back from Vietnam 3 days ago. And since I'm always on the road, it's really tough for me to meet my nutrition goals, which is why I am so thankful to Live It Up for sponsoring today's video and helping me make up for what my nutrition lacks. Live It Up is a super greens powder and it's made up from over 20 different superfoods, probiotics, and digestive enzymes. It promotes better digestion and healthier energy levels, and it actually doesn't contain any artificial sweeteners, preservatives, sugar, or stevia. Live It Up is also made with organic vegetables. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, and always tested for quality. And I just love how it's such a reliable, healthy habit every morning. Even if I know I'll be filming roast pork in Puerto Rico or instant noodles in Korea, I can take some comfort in knowing that my day started with a healthy habit. Cheers! It honestly doesn't taste bad. It's almost a little bit minty and kind of refreshing. And if you use the QR code on screen or click the link below, you will receive 15% off your first order, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and free shipping. So go try Live It Up for yourself and start your day with a healthy habit.
All right, fam, it is finally time for snails. Okay, so just like the French eat escargot, which are land snails, in Vietnamese, they eat sea snails. So we're at a Michelin recommended snail restaurant. How many countries do you think have a Michelin guide snail restaurant? Not many. That's what makes Vietnam so cool. So I got this giant sea snail that they actually cut up and then they stir fry with garlic and spicy peppers. It smells kind of amazing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, just look at the size of this shell. Oh my God, it's huge. We're eating something that used to live inside this shell. I'm actually very excited. I've never had a sea snail before, so cheers. I'm gonna be honest with you, the texture is not my personal favorite. It's a little too gelatinous, like chewy, in a way that I'm not used to. So maybe, you know, if I ate this every day, I would get used to it and I would fall in love with it. The flavors are delicious though. It's spicy, so garlicky, just like, yeah, very fragrant, very savory without being too salty. So if this was like a stir-fried dish with, you know, pork or chicken or a meat that I am more used to, I feel like I would love it. But we'll try the other snails. Maybe those would be more more up my alley. Next up, we have spotted Babylon snails with salted egg sauce. I'm not sure if you're just supposed to suck it out of the shell or if you're supposed to pick it out. Oh, or will it just come out if I pull it? I should have done more research. So I think what you're supposed to do is pick the snail out of the shell. Cheers! We're 2 for 2 on the texture not being my favorite. I don't mind the soft, squishy part as much. There's like a hard part that's just like too chewy and it just feels like you're chewing on like cartilage or something a little bit. And that's just like not my personal thing. I do actually like the salted egg sauce a lot. It's very creamy, it's very rich. Fan of the sauce, not a fan of the snails, and that's okay. We tried it, we didn't love it. It's not for me, it might be for you. It might be for you. And that was snail time with Carissa Eats. Well, snail time was actually so much fun and I really loved all the sauces and the flavors that they used in that restaurant. So I would love to come back and try some of their more traditional seafood options. Oh, also each of the snail dishes was $6.70. Pricey. I mean, compared to the other stuff we've been eating today, which has all been under $3 a dish, which is insane. So yeah, snails are a little bit pricier here. Maybe they're just harder to come by. I don't know. I've never been snail hunting before, but I'm getting off track. It's time. We're going to the next spot. All right, fam, it is finally time for banh cuon, which is another dish I have been dying to try. I know I keep